and welcome back to Sports Today. So we have a breaking news update for you from the world of the Indian Premier League, and there's been a lot of injuries that have been happening. So one of the bigger injuries and pullouts rather that took place in the recent times was when Kolkata Knight Riders all-rounder Shakib Hasan ended up pulling out of the tournament, citing international and personal commitments. And so it always really seemed like it was going to be a matter of time before the Knight Riders ended up signing a replacement player for, of course, Shakib, and they have done so in the form of English batter Jason Roy. Now, I'm not quite sure how this signing adds up, because I understand the need for, of course, them reinforcing the batting just a tad, because obviously with no Shakib there, that's an experienced middle order player that you've lost out on. Plus, don't forget, there is no Shreyas Iyer available as well, because he's been ruled out for pretty much the entire season now. And, well, they did need some batting to be, to bolster that middle order, potentially, maybe even the top order. And so they've gone for Jason Roy. Jason Roy, on his day, can be a very, very explosive batsman, but those days sadly haven't really come often enough in recent times. His form has been a bit hit or miss in recent times when it comes to the England team. In fact, if you remember, he didn't feature at all for the English team that ended up winning the T20 World Cup in Australia towards the end of last year, October, November. He wasn't part of that team. In fact, the English openers who were part of the team, you had Joss Buttler, of course, who was opening, and he had Alex Hales. So these were the two English openers. Jason Roy in recent times has been kind of in and out of the setup, although it is worth noting that on his day he does remain a player who can potentially change the game for any team, especially from the top of the order. He's known to be explosive, he's known to be hard hitting from the get-go. He will, of course, provide that option, assuming his form is at that level. Of course, it is also worth noting that even without, Shakib's replacement, remember, even if Shakib was still there, part of the team, it doesn't seem likely that he would have been playing all of the games or that many games, because Kolkata's foreign players seem pretty much set in stone, especially two spots, considering Andre Russell and, Sunil Narine will would actually couple in as fill in a couple of those spots. And it really was a battle of the other two players. So Jason Roy will, in fact, most likely not be a starting 11. For those of you who are asking me, it seems unlikely that Roy will be doing anything except, being a bench player at this point, because unless something happens to one of the foreign players, I don't see him being a part of the playing 11. That said, I would have seen the same about Shakib. Shakib would have been in and out of the team, would have probably come into the team on pitches where you can get that little bit of assistance for spin, or maybe you'd want that extra spinner. Otherwise, I didn't see Shakib playing too many games, and I certainly don't see Jason Roy playing too many games, unless, of course, something massively changes and they feel like they really need some sort of an impetus at the top of the order. That is what Jason Roy would provide for them, assuming they want to go this route. Of course, things could very well change. As I said, remember, KKR have lost their opening game. They're on action until tomorrow, when they'll be at home taking on the Royal Challengers Bangalore. So we'll see what exactly, he can bring to the squad, assuming he gets a chance. So the big breaking news update for those of you all who are just joining us, the Kolkata Knight Riders have signed Jason Roy as a replacement player for Shakib Hasan. Thank you guys so very much for joining us on this breaking news update. If you enjoy our work over here at Sports Today, please don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell icon, leave us a comment. Also follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, and last but not least, don't forget to download the SportsTalk app. Plus, if you're already on the channel, go right ahead and check out some other videos that we've done, and stay tuned with us through the day, evening and night. We'll be bringing you plenty of updates from the world of the IPL and the world of sport. But for now though, from my side, goodbye.